All right, so you want to raise your prices, but you're concerned that you might lose your loyal customer base. Have no fear. I will show you how to do both, and we'll be right back in less than 5 minutes. All right, we are back. We are back. Welcome to another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. I am your host, Wess Walters. Let's be sure that we are streaming on all platforms. Let's be sure that we are streaming on all platforms. All right. Yes, we are. Great morning, Miss Dr. Queen. How are you? Again, welcome to another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. I'm your host, Wess Walters. And on air, bless you with customer service tips, customer experience tricks, and I leave you with gems. And if you've been watching long enough, you know by gems, I mean actionable takeaways that you can implement at the speed of now. So how has everyone week been thus far? This is the check-in before the lesson. How has your week been? Let us know where you're watching from and how has your week been. Great morning, Dr. Queen. How are you? Hailing from Charlotte, North Carolina, North Kakalaki. Well, my week has been great, and I have an amazing show for you guys. It's going to be real quick. It's going to be a doozy, though, as always. We're going to talk about how to raise your prices without losing your loyal customer base. One of my existing clients reached out and said, "Hey, Mr. Wess, the price of gas, the price of fuel, the price of everything, the price of good help, trying to keep good employees, it's costing us, and we need to raise our prices." And I said, but we're concerned about losing some of our customers if we raise our prices. I said, hey, have no fear. Great morning, Miss Bernadette. Great morning. So we're talking about how to raise prices. And one of my, again, existing clients reached out to find out how to raise prices effectively without losing the loyal customer base. And I said, have no fear. I got you. All right, so let's get right into the juggling. So the first thing you want to do when raising prices, the first thing you want to do is be transparent. Be transparent. Hey, just be transparent. Say, hey, look, we've got to raise prices. And once you get ahead of this, if you're transparent and honest, customers are more receptive. This is what I found. Customers are more receptive. If you say, hey, the rising price of fuel, price of goods, for Miss Bernadette case, who has a restaurant, the price of food is increasing. And in order for us to continue to provide great food and great quality for you, we're going to have to raise prices. I've been holding off raising prices. I need to heat this up. Well, look at divine intervention, Miss Bernadette. This show is for you. Raise your prices, especially come summer. Oh, please raise prices. And I'm going to show you how to do this. And you can raise your prices annually, Miss Bernadette, or twice a year, biannually. All right, so stay tuned. Watch the entire show. Lock it in. Have your help. Do the work and do the prep work. You need to watch this show in real time. Don't watch it later. Watch it right now. It's going to be real quick. It's not going to even take an hour. Not going to take 30 minutes. We're going to be done by 8:30. All right, so the first thing, again, to do is to be transparent. You want to let your audience know or your customers know, hey, this is the reason why we're raising our prices. In order for us to continue providing great food, great service at a price, we're going to have to raise our prices. Again, if you are transparent, your customers are more receptive, especially if you say, hey, it's hard keeping good help. It's hard keeping good help. We can't get people to stay. We can't get employees to stay. So we have to offer higher wages. Guaranteed, if you explain these things to your customers, they are going to be receptive. Hey, Mr. Sheets, I see you. Thanks for joining in, buddy. We're talking about how to send the request. Okay, we're talking about how to raise prices without losing your loyal customer base. So the first thing, again, to do is to explain to them the reason why you are raising the prices. The second option is to give your loyal customers base an option to lock in the existing price. Now, that might not really apply to your business model as a restaurant, Ms. Bernadette, but we're painting with a broad brush. So give your clients or customers the option to lock in the existing rate, almost like it's called grandfather in the old price. I remember, like, back in the day, I had Verizon years ago, right? I had a Verizon, and now I'm with T-Mobile because I can't afford the Verizon, right? I'm with T-Mobile, right? And one of the T-Mobile representatives called me out of the blue and be like, "Hey, Mr. Walters, hey," no, I called them. I was like, "Hey, I want to know if I'm saving enough, if I'm getting the best deal, if I'm the best bang for my buck." And she said, and she looked at she looked at my account. She was like, "What? You've been with us since 1965?" I'm over exaggerating, but she was like, "Yeah, you was with us when Jesus walked the planet. You have the best price. Trust me, you are grandfathered in on your rates." So I was able to lock in the original rates before they raise the prices. So you want to give, and again, this business model does not apply to you, Ms. Bernadette, but you want to give your customers the option to lock in the existing prices before you raise the prices. Number 3 on the 9 ways to raise prices is to play a numbers game. You're like, "Wes, what do you mean? What do you mean?" Let me give you an example. So let's just say, and this can work for non-food items as well. Let's just say you have a pack of Rocketbook notebooks. These are the best things since sliced bread if you don't have a Rocketbook. Anyway, you have a pack for $100, right? Miss Monique Mims is in the building. How are you, Miss Monique Mims? I'm not sure why you commented Elijah, but hey, if Elijah is there, maybe you're tagging Elijah. There you go. See, Monique is promoting the show. Thank you, Monique. So let's just say you have an item and that's normally $100 and you want to raise it to $120. What you can do is say, "Hey, have a 5-pack. We can offer a 5-pack for $70 or a 3-pack for $45. So you're playing a numbers game. Again, you want to get the price to $120 and it's currently $100, but you want to lessen the blow. What you can do is say, "Hey, we got a 5-pack for $70. So it makes obviously the 120 look more appeasable. All right. Offer number 4 on the 9 ways to increase your prices without losing your loyal customer base is to offer price tiers. Tiers meaning good, better, and best. Of course, you want to offer and make the best look more appeasable. So you want the good and the better to be kind of like economy and mid-range and not as appeasing. So you want to make that best option to be the good, the blue plate special, Miss Bernadette. Like literally, let's just say from a restaurant point of view, you have a catering package. You want to have the good catering package, which is the economy. You want to have the medium, and you want to have the best, meaning in your marketing, you want to say people just like you choose this catering package. Oh, you have a bar mitzvah coming up. Oh, most people like you chose the best option for the bar mitzvah. You have a graduation party. Graduations are coming up. Bernadette, you're about to clean up right now for graduation time. More reason to raise your prices. You can say, hey, at the last 4 graduations that we did, most people chose the best option. The economy is going to give you, food. I mean, one meat. Most people don't eat meat, red meat. So economy only gives you red meat. Now the mid-range might give you red meat and chicken. I'm trying to get away from chicken, but the best option gives you red meat, chicken, and fish. You see how we did that, Miss Bernadette? So offer tiers for your customers, giving them an option to choose. And again, you want to be sure that the best option not only is appeasing to them, but from your point of view. So of course, you want to do your numbers to be sure that you're getting the best amount of cash flow from the best option. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Number 5 on the 9 ways. I told you this was going to be a quick show. We're just blazing through these. Number 5 on the 9 ways to successfully raise your prices without losing your loyal customer base is to bundle. Like I kind of led to that with the with number 3, with playing the numbers game. So you want to bundle items, meaning, of course, when you bundle things, it lessens the blow of, oh my God, you're raising your prices again. No, you bundle it. And this is a real good trick. Well, I guess it's a trick. So you bundle the prices. Let's just say you want to sell, so you're selling Androids and iPhones together, right? So you're selling Androids and you bundle them. And let's just say, let's use round numbers so that you can get it. So the bundle would be, this phone is normally, let's just say $25, right? And this phone is normally $25. You bundle them together and you take away offering the products solo for a time being. You say, hey, you can no longer get the iPhone or the Samsung by themselves. You got to buy them together. And then at a later date, bring them back to the new price. Release them again together at the new price. So 25 old price, 25 old price, bundle them, allowing customers not to be able to purchase them separately. And then in a couple months later, bring them back at 35 each. You see how you do that? Because we live in a lot of consumers are microwavable based. They want things right now. And in 6 months, they've already forgotten what the original price was. This is the common, I won't say common trick, a common hack. Trick sounds evil in that you're running game on your customers. It's not a trick. This is a common hack that many business owners use, and you should as well. Number six on the 9 ways to successfully raise your prices without losing your loyal customer base is to add fees. Again, this might not work for the restaurant, but definitely for other businesses, add fees. So the phone is $25. We're not raising the price of the phone, but there are fees associated. There's a transaction fee. There's a calling fee. There's a raising the phone to your air fee. So that's another creative way to raise your prices without losing your loyal customer base. Add fees. So I was at a conference over the weekend, right? She was so gangster with it. So this lady got up, gave a keynote, right? She gave a keynote. And Monique, thank you so much for sharing the show. So this lady got up, gave a keynote, right? Great keynote, 30 minutes, got everyone in the audience rived up. Everybody was like, yeah. And she's like, hey, now that I got you guys on your feet, I have a book for sale. And guess what? It's free. We're like, what? She's like, yeah, go to the back of the room. My team is going to help you get the book. The book is free, totally free. Wait for it, right? She said the book is free. So we're like, man, you're giving away your book for free? What's the catch, right? She was like, the book is free, but there's a shipping and handling fee. So we now again, the team was in the back of the room, so it wasn't no shipping and handling, but she was being funny. So she was like, hey, the book is free, but you have to pay $25 to for us to hand the book to you. Again, she was being funny. I get it, but it was a cute and clever way to tie this into this. So instead of raising the price, you add fees. Ms. Bernadette says, because give my customers a big tip is why I haven't raised my prices. I'm assuming you're saying your customers give you a big tip. That's why you haven't raised your prices. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Tipping have nothing to do with raising your prices. Guess what? If you continue to do a great price go do a great job with great food and great customer service, even if you raise your prices, you're still going to get tips. You're still going to get tips. So I need you to remove that limited belief. I need you to remove that limited belief immediately, Miss Bernadette. That is a limiting belief and it's stifling you. And let's address it. Raising your prices does not stop you from getting tips. Raising your prices does not stop you from getting tips. I'm like, where did that thinking come from? Where did that thinking come from? If it's great and I'm happy, I'm going to leave a tip regardless. It has nothing to do with the price of the food. If I'm happy, if you gave me great service and the food is amazing, man, I'm like, here you go. Great food. And your loyal customers are going to tip regardless. Right now, your prices are, let's use numbers, $10, right, for a plate of food. That's the floor. If you raise your prices to $13, that's going to become the new floor and it's going to be normalized. It's that simple. And they're still going to use a tip. They're still going to leave a tip. All right. So I want you to get rid of that confirmation bias, Miss Bernadette, because it is shooting you in your foot. All right. So that was number 6. Number 7 on the 9 ways to raise your prices without losing your loyal customers is adjust the amount or the portion sizes. Right up your alley, Miss Bernadette. So instead of, I'm hoping, please, Miss Bernadette, please, I'm hoping that when you portion out the food, you have a scale and you're measuring. You're not just, well, in the name of the Lord. No, please. I'm hoping this stuff is all portioned out, or even if you're not measuring it, if you're not measuring while scooping, you're at least placing the food on a scale to be sure that, hey, we are not wasting food or we're not giving them less. Hopefully, if you're not doing that, please implement that. Please implement that. Because I know when we get, in our feelings in the name of the Lord, we just, yes, you want more rice? Okay, yes, in the name of the Lord, praise the Lord. You want 7 pieces of chicken? I got you. In the name of the Lord, God will provide. If God could feed 1 million people with two loaves of fish, then I can feed everybody in Orlando with this pieces of chicken. No, Miss Bernadette. I'm adding humor to it so that the rest of the audience can get the point. But hopefully that you are weighing your portions. So another way of raising your prices without technically raising your prices is to lower the portions. So right now you might do 7 scoops of rice. You cut that down to 5 scoops of rice. That savings allow you that adds more money in your pocket. Hopefully you see that, right? All right. Number 8 on the 9 ways. Oh, we're just going through these. Monique Mays, he shares 9 successful ways to raise your prices without losing your loyal customers. Thank you, Miss Monique. Number 8 on the 9 ways to raise your prices without losing your loyal customer base. See, we're at number 8 out of 9 already. We're just zipping through these. Number 8 is, and of course, this can be applied to B2B or B2C, business to business or business to consumers, is to raise your prices on intervals. Like, so I have 2 rental properties, right? and my tenants know. I mean, it's a given. Even when I used to rent apartments, it was understood that if you renew your lease, the rent goes up. So you want to have this annually. You want to let your customers know that come summertime, when everybody comes to Disney World, Miss Bernadette, our prices go up. Not by $25, but a nice little raise, so that we can continue to provide great service for you, so that we can continue to hire good help. Good help is hard right now. And if we don't raise our prices, we won't be able to pay the wages for this good help. See how that works? Again, once you get in front of it, you justify it. You says, hey, this is how much food is costing. The cost of food is going up. The cost of fuel. Once the cost of fuel goes up, everything goes up, because most of the goods in America come by trucks. So the cost of fuel is going up. The cost of food goes up, and the cost of good help goes up. So in order for that to happen, we've got to raise our prices. You let your customers know once a year, summertime, we raise our prices, or twice a year. You can say, hey, summertime, and pick, I don't know, Easter, or maybe Easter is too close to summer. So summer, and maybe right before they go back to school, summer and fall. But my point is, you want to get 2 times a year, or once a year, where your customers know, hey, they increase their prices annually around this time, and that's fine. Again, you need to, what I'm sensing, Ms. Bernadette, is that you have some limiting beliefs that are holding you hostage. It's okay. It's okay. Are you going to lose some customers? Yeah, you might. You might. But once you have great food and great service, you almost create a quasi monopoly that, yeah, you're going to lose them for a while, but they're going to come back because the food and the customer service is so good. That's why it's so important to do a great job. Because yes, you might lose the ones who are price sensitive, the ones who are like, no, I'm on a fixed budget. I'm only spending $10 for a plate of food. If it's 10, 15, I'm not paying for it. I don't have the 15 cents. I'm not paying it. Are you going to lose some of those customers? Yes, but those are few. If I'm used to paying $10 for a plate of food and now it's $10.50, I'm like, keep the $11, lady. Really? So yes, you will lose some customers because of our price sensitivity, but you have most of the customers who are used to price elasticity. So you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. All right. So raising the prices at consistent intervals is a way to raise your prices without losing your loyal customer base. And number 9 on the 9 ways to raise prices without losing your customer base is, if you do lose customer base, is to target a different customer base. Yes. Say yes. You lose the customers who have a problem with you raising your prices 15 cents. So what do? You market to new customers. There you go. Yes. Yes. Again, Miss Bernadette, most customers in this day and age, anyone over 25, understand that with the changes of the economy, the fear of the R word. I'm not gonna say the word, but it rhymes with decession. A lot of people are using the R word as being thrown around, decession. So people are used to prices, and I expect prices to go up. People like, especially in this country, I'm not sure where you're at. We have a lot of people in Austria that watch the show. My friends in Austria, in America, this is pretty much about America. I'm not sure how price elasticity works in Austria, but in America, American consumers are used to prices going up and going down, actually. So it's okay to raise your prices. It's okay. And if you lose some of those prices, which you're not, some of the customers, you're not going to lose a lot, it's okay, because you can simply just market to new customers. There are some customers that are not supporting you. Hey, here's a news flash, Ms. Bernadette. There are some customers that are not supporting you right now because your prices are too low. Let me let that sink in for a second. There are a lot of customers right now that have driven by your business, or have seen one of your promotions on social media and said, it can't be that good because it's so cheap. There are some customers who equate value with price. So there are a group of customers right now that have been watching your social media, watching your Instagram, and going to be like, she can't be that good because it's so cheap. So actually raising your prices is going to allow those customers to gravitate towards you. So you might lose some and you're going to gain some. So whatever's for you, nobody can stop that, Miss Bernadette. So you're good. All right. So those are the 9 things, are the 9 ways to raise your price. I told you we were going to be out of here before 8:30. 9 ways to raise your prices without losing your loyal customer base. I'm going to review them real quick. Number 1 is, of course, to get ahead of it, is to be transparent. Say, hey, customers, we love you. We love you supporting us. But in order for us to continue with this great product and this great service, we got to raise our prices because fuels are going up. Good help is going up. The cost of goods are going up. So we have to raise our prices. Number 2, give them an option to lock in the original price before you raise the price. Say, hey, we're about to raise our prices in the summer. If I were you, I would lock in the current price now, and it's going to hold you to the old price. Number 3, play a numbers game. Again, like if something costs $100, you want to get it to 120. Say, hey, we got 3 for 70. We got a 5-pack for 45. So, of course, making the bundle the bundle better if they get the higher price. Offer price tiers. Offer, say, hey, this is the good, this is the better, this is the best. Of course, from your point of view, you want the best to be a position that gives them more offerings, but of course saves you more money. Number 5, bundle. Again, bundling offers allows you to, instead of offering them solo, offer the items in a bundle for a time, and then re-release the solo items at the new price. So if the phone is $10, so we're no longer offering the phone for $10. We're offering it as a bundle. You have to buy a Samsung and an Android, a Samsung and an iPhone. However, a couple months later, then release the iPhone to the new price from $10 to $13. See how that works? Add a fee. Say, hey, we're not raising our prices. The phone is $10, but they raise your phone to the air fee of $3. So if let's just say you want to raise the phone to $15, right? You don't raise the price of the phone. You said the phone is still $10, but there's a raise the phone to your air fee of $3, and there's a connection fee of $1, and there's a tower fee of $1. So you just added $5 without raising the price. The phone is still $10, but there are 2 new fees: a raise your phone to your air fee, a transaction fee, and a use the towers fee. So there you go. You just added $5 without technically raising the prices, but you added fees. Number 7, and this is more for restaurants, adjust the portions. Adjust the portions. So if you're used to giving 7 scoops, give 6 scoops. That obviously saves 6 scoops throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, is a huge savings. And number 9, if you happen to lose those customers that are so nitty-picky about price sensitivity, you can target new clients who are receptive to price elasticity. All right? So 3 things to keep in mind while you're raising your prices. You can actually raise prices on some items without raising prices on all. You can raise prices on some items and not raising prices on. If you realize after you do your numbers that you're experiencing a loss, you can raise prices on a particular. You're going to raise prices on the iPhones, but the prices of the Samsungs are going to remain the same. That's something that you can do. Also, you want to sell them the benefits. While raising the prices, you want to sell them the benefits. Hey, this is why we're raising the prices, and this is why this product is so amazing. And also plan ahead. Plan ahead, Miss Bernadette. If you are thinking of raising your prices in the summer, you need to start planning right now. You want to look at your last 2 summers. So this is why it's important to have great numbers. So you want to look back at summer 2022, 2022, 2021, 2020. How much does the business increase in the summertime? And that way you can project on what your earnings are going to be after the summer. So that's why it's important to be running a business. Having your numbers in place is the difference in running a legitimate business and those who are running a business. We don't run businesses. We run legitimate businesses. If you don't have your numbers, you're running a business and you don't know. If I was to ask you, what's the good, what time of the year is when the business does the most business? And is it summer? And you can't answer that question because you don't have your numbers in place. So definitely get your numbers in place and plan ahead. Don't just wake up tomorrow or watch this broadcast and say, we're raising our prices tomorrow. No, don't do that. Plan it out, see, and time, and have a great forecast in place on when you're going to see an influx, and calculate that and schedule that with the price raise. All right, that's it. I told you we were going to be out of here by 8:30. In-N-Out, like In-N-Out Burgers, 9 ways to increase your prices without losing your loyal customer base. If you are not watching this on YouTube, do me a favor. Go to YouTube and watch and subscribe. It's Wess Walters, W-E-S-S Walters on YouTube. So go to YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm just going to put it in the chat where you can watch it on YouTube. All you got to do is click this link. And subscribe to the channel, and the world will be a better place. You click that link, it saves the whales. True story. If you click that link, it saves the whales, and humanity, as you know, it becomes better. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to monetize the channel. We want to get it over to 1,000 subs before the year is out. So please, even if you're watching it on Facebook, if you're watching it on IG, if you're watching it on LinkedIn, please just click the link, go to YouTube, and watch it on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. I did not watch it on YouTube, but subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. All right, that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you came in late, go ahead and watch the replay and share it with someone who you think will benefit from it. Share it with a business owner and manager who will benefit from it. It was a pleasure. I love you guys. See you guys next Wednesday, because we're here every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern, Wednesday, for another awesome episode of CX in the Morning. Peace.